You're right, guys. 3 different Hawkeyes receiving notoriety from the Big Ten Conference.
It was a tough loss for the Iowa Hawkeye wrestling squad over the weekend and the National Wrestling Coaches Association duels.
The Hawkeyes fell to the number 2 team in the country, Missouri, 12-18, but there was one bright spot that came out of this devastating loss. Senior Mike Evans has been named the Big Ten Conference Wrestler of the Week.
This is Evans' first time receiving the award, and he's the 5th Hawkeye to receive the award this year. The Enola, Pennsylvania native defeated 2 ranked opponents while also recording a fall over the weekend.
The Hawks have had more Big Ten wrestlers of the week than anyone else in the conference. Brandon Sorensen and Bobby Telford have both received this award twice throughout the season.
Evans and the Hawkeyes return to the mat March 7th and 8th for the Big Ten Championships in Columbus, Ohio.
The Hawkeye women's tennis team fell to the Oklahoma Sooners last Friday. Jordan Maloney was at the match and has more. Jordan?
It was a tough weekend for Iowa women's tennis as they were swept 4-0 by Oklahoma this past Friday. Despite this being their second loss in a row, with a record of 4-2, the team is feeling optimistic about the remainder of the season. Starting off the duel, the first doubles pair beat the Sooners 6-4, the only Hawkeye win of the afternoon. The duo consisted of Anastasia Remchin and Shelby Talcott, who has proven to be a dominant player this season.
She has the ability to beat really good players. I mean, she showed that. I mean, kind of week in and week out, and I think it's the consistency now that's really helped her. And
with the second and third doubles teams falling to Oklahoma, the Sooners have the lead to start the singles matches, with Talcott at first singles.
The commitment and, like the effort it takes and all of that, it's like conflicting, but at the end of the day, it's like a love-hate sport.
While Talcott found herself with her first loss of the season, a relentless Remchin forced her third match before being overcome by the Sooner Morgan Chumney. Following the freshman's lead, Katie Zordani and Morven McCluack both created third set opportunities but were unable to finish, giving Iowa no victories in the singles play. While this was their first loss at home this spring, the Hawkeyes look forward to hosting Purdue in their first Big Ten Conference duel this Saturday at the Hawkeye Tennis and Recreation Complex. This is Jordan Maloney with DITV Sports.
Thanks, Jordan. In other tennis news, University of Iowa senior Matt Hagan was announced as the Big Ten Player of the Week. This is the first time in his career that he has received this award. Hagan is the first Hawkeye tennis player to be named Player of the Week since 2011.
This achievement comes after Hagan helped the Hawks defeat Wichita State 4-2 over the weekend by beating out 39th ranked Tin Ostajic. The win over the Shockers marks the 5th straight for the Hawkeyes and improves their overall record to 7-1.
Iowa will return to action on Friday when they host Drake at 6 p.m.
Hawkeye golfer Jessie Sidlinger earned herself a spot in the Hawkeyes record book after scoring a career-low 68 in the 3rd round of the Westbrook Spring Invitational in Peoria, Arizona.
The sophomore's performance ties her for the second lowest 18-hole score all time. Sidlinger finished the tournament in a tie for 33rd place after carding 6 birdies and making par on all but 2 holes in the final round. Junior Amy Ime recorded the first best finish for the Hawkeyes, coming in at 22nd place, just 2 strokes away from a top 20 finish. After managing par on 13 holes in the 3rd round and birdieing holes 13 and 18.
Iowa wrapped up their time in Arizona with a 9th place finish out of 15 teams. The Hawkeyes will have a little bit of a break before they head to St. George, Utah for the BYU Entrada Classic on March 16th through the 17th.
It was announced yesterday that sophomore Trey Dickerson will be leaving the Iowa basketball team.
Junior Anthony Clemens weighed in on Dickerson's leaving.
I mean, whenever you're in a situation like that, you don't know where your mind can take you or, where your heart can take you. So, surprised a little bit, but, I kind of seen it coming.
The Iowa Hawkeye men's basketball team will face off against border rival Illinois inside Carver Hawkeye Arena tomorrow.
That's right, Taylor. Our courtside show will be back in action to preview the contest for the Hawkeyes.
That's all we have for tonight. Hannah and Blake, back to you.